first guest is fascinated with wealth creation and is helping individuals and businesses become happy and abundant. Please give a positive warm welcome to Rachel Elnaugh. Thank you. Rachel, what an interesting life you have led. Can you tell me about your background and what you've been up to?
Well, Carla, I've lived and breathed business all of my life. I grew up above my dad's shop in Essex, and when I was 24 I set up my first business, Red Letter Days, literally from nothing more than an idea on a shoestring budget. Struggled with it for 18 months, and then the whole thing came together and took off and grew into a multi-million pound market leading brand.
Congratulations.
Started winning awards, and got invited to go on Dragon's Den to be one of the dragons in the first 2 series, which was like a major opportunity, really lucky opportunity for me to get that TV profile, which kind of led to me becoming a business mentor. And I've spent the last 8 years in the enterprise sector helping people on their journey.
Fantastic.
So it's been an amazing rollercoaster ride.
Now, obviously, we have to talk about some of the adversity and challenges that you had as part of running a business. And the reason I want to talk about that is just so you can inspire some of our viewers, because they may be in that position right now. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh, yes. I mean, the thing you have to understand is that business is like a roller coaster ride. It's an adventure. So you have the highs, you know, like the winning awards, like the fame, and then you have the lows, where I went through a complete wipeout with that first business, and I'd run it for 16 years, and I lost it through a whole series of events. And it was devastating, and at the time I went through that, I thought it was the end of my world. I just thought, that's it, I will never recover from this. I'd just been on TV, so the media had a field day and they kind of trashed me in the media. And at the time, I didn't realise that actually it was the start of a wonderful new beginning. And I think when you're going through a dark place, at the time, you just can't see the whole picture. You can't actually see that sometimes adversity is a wonderful opportunity to open a whole new world. And that's what happened to me. So looking back, actually, it was the best thing that could have happened to me, because my life now is far more prosperous and abundant and fulfilled than it was when I was making £1 million profit a year and just it was me and money. And I think there's a big difference between being rich and being prosperous, and so I'm much more about getting into flow and abundance now.
That's fantastic, and I'm sure our viewers will take a lot of inspiration from that. Can you give our viewers some tips, because we all want to be happy, abundant and wealthy? Is there a few tips that our viewers could take home with them and maybe, you know, implement in their lives?
Yeah. Well, I think the ultimate aim of money and abundance and prosperity is getting into a relationship with money that is just like breathing. So if you think, when you breathe in and when you breathe out, there's no kind of tension. You don't kind of think, if I breathe out, there's not going to be any air to breathe back in again. And I think if you can get into that flow where you can happily spend money and happily attract money, that is the ultimate in terms of prosperity, where you've got no tension around money. The second big thing I think that people really need to get is that everything that's in their life, including the amount of money and their relationship with it, is exactly what they have attracted in. And once you take total responsibility and you really understand that you are like you're like a magnet, you're attracting exactly a match to yourself energetically. So everything, all of your circumstances, all of the people who are appearing, they are an exact mirror of your vibration. And when you get that actually, when you start to shift your vibration and your energy around money, that's when you can start to get different results. And a lot of people have trouble taking that on board.
So is it like, if you think, oh, I'm going to get another bill through the post, you are going to get another bill? Or if you think, well, I'm abundant and wealthy, and you maintain that
Well,
kind
I think
of
it's
thought?
about taking responsibility rather than lapsing into victim mode. Because, you know, I hear a lot of people say at the moment, it's the fault of the economy, it's the fault of the banks, this person did that to me, it's my ex-wife, that person who cheated me. When you actually understand that you attracted them all in, and it was a big lesson for me to learn that when I lost my business, I had a whole list, I was in real victim mode, I had a whole list of you know, Barclays Bank and you know, people who'd let me down and betrayed my trust. But when I actually realised that I'd completely self-sabotaged myself, and I got to those real deep down stuff, and a lot of them are planted in childhood, your mindset around money. When you really get down to that stuff and you start healing that, that's when you can really learn and move on.
That's brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Rachel. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.